Hello, my name is Mekes and I've been writing a book which is nearly finished, and now the exciting process of publishing is looming on the horizon. It's especially exciting since I've decided to go indie, that is, I'm going to self-publish the book, and that's why I'm asking for your help. But first let me briefly say something about my personal journey as a writer. I've always liked telling stories ever since I was little, especially on paper, but I never really thought of writing as a career. Now, all that changed in 2010 when I underwent surgery to have my gallbladder out. That really got me thinking, life really is short and it could end at any given moment. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. I guess I just needed a kick in the backside to get me going. Now, the problem with that is you can't go to a shop and say, "Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Shopkeeper, I've got a kick in the backside here. What can I buy for that?" At best, they'll just look at you funny. At worst, they'll call the police on you. The reality is we live in an economy where you need money. So what would I need money for regarding this book? Well, there are the mundane things like web hosting, domain name, getting ISBN numbers for the books, and then there's marketing, which is really important because if nobody knows the book is out there, people won't be buying it. But by now you're probably wondering what you're going to spend your hard-earned cash on. Well, the book's title is Struglend Tales. It's essentially a book about a young man becoming king against his will, and then he manages to lose his kingdom and he goes on an adventure with his trusty herald Fred. It's a story about good versus evil, about life and death, but with lots of humor. It's kind of like Discworld, you can compare it to that. I've also been inspired by British television series like Blackadder, Fawlty Towers, Yes Minister, so just so you know what kind of humor to expect. On the other hand, it also has drama, and I think you can compare it to Blackadder Goes Forth if you've seen that. The last episode, while funny, was also pretty emotional, and if I can achieve that sort of atmosphere, then I've succeeded. Now, if you want to get a real idea of what my writing is like, go to my website boofonbooks.com. I write short stories there based on writing prompts that people give me, and there's also a sample chapter for the book that you can read, so you really get an idea of what it's going to be like. Now, if you like what you read, please consider giving me some money so I can make this a reality. But I'm not just asking you to give money for naught. You'll be getting something in return. For instance, if you give just one lousy dollar that you just could find by the roadside, just go to Wall Street or something, dollars are everywhere there. If you give $1, you're going to be listed on my site as a sponsor with your name and website. So that's pretty cool for advertising, really. If you've got a website that you want to advertise, as long as it's not spam, that's a way to do it. If you give me $5, not only do you get your name on the website, you also get your name in the book for all eternity. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yes, it is. Now, if you give me $10, you get not only that, but also a copy of the ebook when it comes out, which is hopefully very soon. Now, if you give me $25, not only do you get all that, you also get a handwritten greeting card, written by me, soon to be famous author, I hope. And if you give me $50, you get all that and a copy of the physical book. So trees will have died for that. So that's got to be worth at least $50, right? Now, if you give me $100, we're starting to get into really interesting territory, because not only do you get all of the things I just mentioned, but also you're going to be in a book. Now, the Struglend saga, which Struglend Tales is just the first part of, will hopefully be a huge series of books. Because I feel that I've only scratched the surface of this universe I've created in my head with this first book. There will hopefully be many, many more. And if you give me $100 for this book, you'll get your character, a character of your choice. You can name their profession, whatever their name, their age, you name it. You tell me and I'll make sure that it gets in one of the next books. And if you're really rich and generous, you can give me $500 and you'll get all of the things I mentioned, plus you'll get every single book in the Struglend saga that I will ever write, which again will hopefully be very many. So if you like what you see, if you like the idea of my book, if you like what you've read on the website, please consider donating. Even $1 goes a long way. Also, if you're not sure yet, if you can't give money, if you want to wait until the book is actually out so you can buy it, please just help by spreading the word. You can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can give a thumbs up to this video, click like on Facebook, advertise the campaign on Twitter. If you're watching this on IndieGoGo, you'll notice that there's a nice little widget underneath me, somewhere over there, I don't know. And there's a link there which you can share with all your friends, so you can tell them about the campaign. So please tell anyone who you think might be interested in a fantasy story like this. And yeah, just spread the word, please. Give money. Any help is very much appreciated. So, thank you for listening, and thanks in advance for any help you can give me. Thanks a lot.